There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by the system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hardworking people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hardworking people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. You know? Nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream. Because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Yep. So when I'm playing that video, it's just so funny because I made that shout out Phenom for the beat, but I edited that video with the They Live background, still shots so long ago, but I just saw right now one of those still shots. It says reward indifference, and we get punished every day for standing on our individuality. So it's funny. So you see everywhere you look, it's just everybody doing the same thing all across social media, and these people are being rewarded, by being sheep. The sheep are being rewarded. Let's have a real conversation, man. So we got a couple topics we're gonna get into today. Today's main main frequency is gonna be, we asked the creator, please sharpen my discernment. Every day I wake up, creator, please sharpen my discernment. Let's have a real conversation. All right. Without discernment, we ain't much of shit. Let's keep it real. All right. So we got Stephen Darby up in here. We're going to kick it off with some words from him.
Security measures. Sometimes you cannot discern a person's spirit unless you see them. You got to look at them. Because eyes tell you a lot of times. You see demons in eyes. And I couldn't understand how a man walk in and ask for a pastor and say, hey, where's the pastor at? And nobody say, who are you? What you doing here? What you want? What's your name? Pat him down. So we have security measures in place. I'm saying it on the internet, just in case people think you're going to run in here and do something. Trust me, there are security measures in place. Well, you just need to pray. You can pray. But if somebody gonna harm my family, then I'll pray later. I'm gonna pray afterwards, but at the time we're gonna stop that threat. Now, and church is gonna have to think that way because there's no honor, there's disrespect. The church is so disrespected, that's gonna become a copycat thing like the school shootings. Matter of fact, the next day another shooting happened in the church. It's going to be a copycat thing. And you're going to see more people doing that. But my point is, say discernment. Discernment means spiritual understanding, the ability to see what's behind the thing, not to look at things surface at the natural, but to go beyond it. What is behind this? Like what spirit is a person coming in? It ain't enough to see a person. What spirit are they coming in? You got to say discernment. Thank you, son. Give my sons one more hand. Appreciate y'all. Get your Bibles out. Turn to 1 John chapter 4. Last day blindness. I'll give y'all a disclaimer. When I'm tired, I tend not to use as much tact as I normally would. I understand how old men feel. Old men get to the point that they tell you exactly how they feel. They too old. They too tired to play. They're too old to play game. They just say it. I don't care if you. They beyond rejection. They don't care if you reject them or not. Well, that's how I'm getting. I'm getting older, and I'm stopped really caring about what people think. I'm just gonna say it and say it the way I'm gonna say it, and you either get it or don't. Are y'all there? Now, look at 1 John chapter 4. Say, Lord, increase my discernment. Amen. Discernment is spiritual understanding. Say spiritual understanding. The Bible says in all your getting, get understanding. Why we fall out? Misunderstanding. We don't understand people in our life. We don't know why they're there. We don't know what they came for. What's their purpose? Everybody that comes in your life has a purpose. They're sent. Everybody is sent. They either sent by God or they sent by Satan. But trust me, they are sent. There are no neutrals. There are no shades of gray. They either hot or cold. They're evil or good. There's no neutrals. I know we like to make everybody good and we want to have a gray area, but really it's not that way. Anybody that comes is sent. There's always a spiritual motivation for who shows up. That's why just before you about ready to do something great, somebody will show up. Satan understands that principle. He doesn't get spirits to manifest out of the blue. He uses a person. He torments or attacks a person to come to attack you. He motivates people. His job is suggestion, temptation. Say temptation. So he suggests things to people and people go carry out his plan. Now, God, on the other hand, has his agents and he can stir you people up to do good to you. Have anybody ever walked up to you and gave you something and that's exactly what you needed at the time? Has somebody called you out the blue and encouraged you when you needed it? Well, that was God using one of his agents. That person was sent. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When we begin to get that principle that everybody is sent, nobody just comes coincidentally and nobody comes by happenstance. Everybody is sent. Now, if I understand everybody is sent, discernment, I begin to sharpen my discernment by asking who sent you. That's what I need to ask about everybody. Who sent you? Because this is the reason why we are so in so much trouble, because we never asked that. Who sent you? What are you? What spirit are you coming in? Are you there?
It was funny that he say that. Like whenever I start talking to people, because I've experienced this gang stalking shit, And it's funny. I'll play around with people, but at the same time, I'm trying to extract information, and I'll just be talking to an NPC bitch or whatever, and I'll just be like, I'm joking around, but I'll be like, who sent you or who do you work for? And I'll be dead serious in the back of my mind, but my delivery is if I'm being humorous or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, it's once again, once you have that, the third eye or whatever, you have the spiritual awareness to see these attacks that you're constantly being inflicted by. I don't care to like play games or sugarcoat shit. Like yeah, the last couple of relationships I've been in, I asked the girl, I was like, who sent you? Who do you work for? If especially like if somebody, says some information about me that I didn't tell them, right? I always do that. I'm like, who told you that? Where'd you get that from? Unless I just my memory, unless dementia is hitting different over here. But I do ask people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do ask people, who sent you? I'm very skeptical, not paranoid, but very skeptical and interested in where a lot of people that are in my life, where'd you come from? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Many times we have to ask that question because usually the person that looks like God sent them is usually the devil sent them. Because the person that usually the devil sends, they look so beautiful and they look so wonderful and they say all the right things and they just love you to love you to love you. They start.
Real shit. I was with this girl and she was love bombing the hell out of me. Love bombing the hell out of me. And it's the thing is that love bombing shit, it can only go as far as a person's experience. And I've been so traumatized with the lack of love and understanding what it is and what it ain't, and being able to see through that manipulation. um right, so I've been so traumatized that I saw right through the shit, to the point where she was like, we're having sex and she's basically telling me to come inside of her and get her pregnant. But I had to have the discernment to be like, whoa, I just don't trust you on a spiritual level. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. So I cannot do that. I cannot fall victim and submit to, my flesh. I can't do that because I'm gonna play myself. I'm gonna be the fool. So and then also I would never want to bring a child into this world like that. You know what I'm saying? Just I wouldn't want to hook up baby. you know? Uh you know what I'm saying? So put the condom on like a G, like you know what I mean? Like a gangster. You know, and then flush that bitch down the toilet. Okay. And within a month, she didn't want nothing to do with me. Within a month, she wanted nothing to do with me. So I'm just like, there you go. I mean, it's confirmation that on a spiritual level, I'm mature enough to handle, you know what I'm saying, certain demonic, people that's being sent to me. Because I could have easily, there's so many dudes out here that would have easily just, this was a beautiful ass girl, man. One of the most beautiful girls I ever talked to in my life. Absolutely beautiful, man. Like for real. But just but her vessel was high. It's just basically being hijacked by just an evil, low vibrational entity, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. But what he's saying is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. You have to stand on spiritual business at all times. There is no exception. You know what I'm saying?
For helping you, usually people that want to use you give you something first. They start blessing you first because that's the way to butter you up so you will start letting down your guard. Say amen. We must have discernment in this last hour. Who are people? Who are people coming into my life? Because most of your trouble has come because you didn't know the person. You thought you knew them. How many people have you been so-called in love with? You thought you loved them. You thought you knew who they was. And later on, they showed you they were somebody else. Spiritual discernment will show you that. So we have to say, sharpen my discernment. Y'all there?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, say, sharpen my discernment. Now,
Discernment is going to give you the wisdom to see past the veil. The discernment gives you the ability to understand who this person really is a year from now, 2 years from now, to give you a good insight okay, I have a feeling of the type of person you're going to be a year from now without having to physically go through the process of interacting with this person for a year. It's like a time traveler, you know what I'm saying? The ability of like true discernment, and you constantly work on this skill, and you constantly ask the creator to sharpen your discernment, bro. You become a time traveler. You can literally see and predict and anticipate the future. When your discernment is discerning, you become a time traveler. That's the only way that I can explain it. I've avoided so many like just dumb ass situations. I've avoided having at least 3 fucking kids and being on child support because I just exercised my discernment. But if I didn't have that discernment in the moment, it felt like the bitch was being honest. It felt like everything you want on a fleshly level, on an avatar frequency. It feels like everything you want. It's like, yo, this is perfect. But then once again, like, you know, being a prisoner of that moment, and being a prisoner of the moment, it'll lead to a lifetime in bondage, man.
I told y'all this message comes from that situation where I imagined that situation of somebody walking in my Bible study and sitting among us, and I'm teaching the word, and I ain't picking up, and nobody's picking up nothing in their spirit that something this ain't right. Say amen. Discernment will save your life. Knowing folks will save your life. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And so that bothered me because I don't want to say anything bad about the dead. I'm not saying that. But it bothered me that a pastor that is supposed to have spiritual understanding had now somebody running here. That's a different story. That's just quick. We didn't see it coming. But you sit here. If you sit here for 1 hour, and all of us are looking at you, which 9 of us, and we all watching you, then none of us got an uneasiness about you. Is it? Nobody said, wait a minute, I don't feel so good about this person. Nobody looked you in your eye and said, what, So this is what bothers me, because in that circumstance, discernment would have saved somebody's life.
Now, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the Dylan Roof situation, where he went up in the school. I mean, he went up in the church, and he let the chopper ring, man. Let's have a real conversation. Dylan Roof, he let the chopper ring out, and then he got a whopper, and then he got a whopper after that, large whopper combo. So I'm pretty sure that's the situation he's talking about.
Are y'all there?
And what I wanted to say was, for all we know, that could have been staged, yada, 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 blase, blase, blase.
Now, look at verse 4. Look at verse 1 of chapter 1 John chapter 4. Y'all there? Y'all there? It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. That's why don't be trying to convince me. The Bible tell me don't.
I would love to see this dude right here. I know he passed away, but it seems like a lot of good people just gone, bro. I would love to see this dude on a podcast. I would love to see Stephen Darby and Patrice O'Neal on a podcast. I think that shit would be dope.
Don't believe everybody. Say, don't believe everybody. But try the spirit. Test it. See if it's real. Try the spirit and see whether it be of God. That's your job as a Christian. Yo, what if I would give you a job title, you be a spirit tester. You would be in a factory, they would call you the spirit tester. You test spirits.
That's real shit. I'm about to steal that. A professional spirit tester. I'm an immortal light being, part-time spirit tester. No diddy.
That's your job. Why? Because it's important that you know who's around me. It's important you know who's in the lives of my children. Many times we had to discern the spirits in children around my children, because Satan couldn't get my children set up to do it, but he can send somebody to do it. Say amen. I remember there was a time, there was a child that was around my child that I didn't know at the time was sowing these seeds of gangsterism, thugism, that's a better word, into my son. And I had to discern that spirit. Say, wait a minute, this ain't, wait. His spirit, this boy's spirit ain't right. I see my son going in the way. What happened? I discerned his spirit. I said, no, you're going to stay away from him. Then when I'm trying to protect my child, I don't care if your other child's feelings hurt. I don't care if the mama feeling hurt. Because all it takes for me is 5 minutes of you letting yo get that garbage in my son, and it's going to take 20 years to get it out. If a child introduce your child to smoking weed, it's going to be 20 years to fix that. And I ain't got time.
It was funny. I remember, because my whole thing when I was growing up, I never smoked. I didn't smoke. The first time I smoked, I was like, here we go with these dogs, bro. The first time I smoked, I was in my 20s, bro. And the first time I drank, I think I was like 18, 19. But I remember going to, because my thing was basketball. Like, that was like my vice. I just love playing basketball every fucking day. I love, because I knew if I was to start drinking and smoking, I wasn't going to have the endurance and the stamina to bust these niggas' ass at the court every day. I already knew that shit. I had the discernment. And I was like, do I want to drink and smoke, or I want to keep, you know what I'm saying, busting these niggas' ass every day? No diddy. So I'm going to keep busting these niggas' ass every day. This shit is more fun. Running these pickup games and the looks on niggas' faces when they lose. I love that shit. Send a nigga back to the bench. But I remember one day we was at the court, and then the game was over. We finished the game. I'm thirsty as hell. It wasn't even no water fountains at the park. So if you don't bring no water, you asked out. So we at the park, and then this dude pulls up on his, we was on the bikes back then. He pulls up on a bike, and everybody's like drinking some iced tea. So I drink the iced tea, and this shit burns the fuck out of my throat. So I'm thinking, damn, this shit is hot as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just didn't, I don't know. Maybe he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, maybe the shit was just sitting out. This hot as hell. Come to find out, this shit was like, it was like hard iced tea. I ain't even know there was a such thing back then. So it was the liquor iced tea. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, why the fuck I feel drunk? Like, yo, it was crazy, but it's subtle shit like that. The same way somebody can pass you a blunt and you don't know what the fuck is in it. But you just naive, you just spiritually fucking either immature or dead, and you just going, you're not even thinking, you know what I'm saying? You just going. So the same way that dude passed me that drink, and I just drank it, and it was crazy because I wasn't even really friends with the kid. I wasn't even really cool with the kid. I was just thirsty, and motherfuckers was, sharing a drink. No diddy. Niggas ain't putting their mouth on it, nothing like that, no goofy shit. So I just drank the shit. Next thing I know, that was the first time I drank liquor. The first time I drank liquor was on accident. So, everybody's experience is different, but it's just some simple shit like that. If a nigga say hit the weed, you don't know what the hell is up in that blunt. You know what I'm saying? But you just naive. You just ignorant. You spiritually fucking ignorant, and you just, I don't know necessarily if you trusting somebody, because I didn't trust that nigga. I was just thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
To do that, they got to fulfill purpose. So God gave me discernment. Say discernment It's a spiritual knowing. Did y'all catch that? The Bible calls it an inward witness. Sometimes you don't even know exactly what it is. You just sense something ain't right. Never go beyond your discernment. When you feeling,
And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like what he just said, you just feel something ain't right. When I pull up to a store somewhere, or when I'm doing deliveries, and I pull in the parking lot, and I'm just sitting there waiting for another delivery, and I pull into an empty parking lot, and then somebody pulls up right next to me, and they just sit there right next to me and act like they on their phone or whatever they doing. Something just doesn't feel right. I understand people, I live in Jersey, is heavily populated. It's people, is NPCs on NPCs. People always pull over in the parking lots, eat some food, or they just want to get a break from their family or whatever the fuck. But the difference is I feel something. No, Diddy. I feel like, let me go ahead and get up out of here. Because I don't know what this person is doing. I don't know if this person is honestly like they're trying to hack my fucking they're trying to hack my devices. They're trying to connect to my shit. I don't know if they're trying to eat off my energy. They're trying to feed off my energy. I don't know what they're doing, but there's this discernment that I feel in my spirit that says, let me just go ahead and get up out of here, because the longer I stay here, I don't think anything good is going to come from this. And I don't allow my ego to control, you know what I'm saying? I don't allow my ego to override my discernment. Because, just like this Apple River stabbing, it's like the longer you dwell in negativity, you know what I'm saying, or a negative environment, it's just some negative shit is bound to happen.
in your heart something ain't right, don't go beyond it. Many times before we have gotten in trouble, God have warned us. There was a feeling that came. Many times you buy something, and Lord, you feel, don't buy that. You don't need that. Or you get into a business deal. Many times God, the Holy Spirit will give you discernment at that time. And sometimes it's just an inward witness, an uneasy feeling. There'll be people that come in your life and you might just have an uneasy feeling. I'm not talking about suspicion, suspecting everybody are doing something. I'm talking about an inward witness where you say something just ain't right about this. So I need to, so when something's not right, my job is to wait. Say wait.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait it out. The dude is spitting. You gotta wait it out, because time will reveal. The demons are very impatient. I wish I had somebody to tell me that when I was a child. Demons are very impatient. Okay, they want your soul and they want it now.
In patience, we possess our souls. Say patience. So what the Holy Spirit does is give me an inward witness to say something's not right, and now I'm gonna wait until I investigate this to find out, testing it to find out what is wrong. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Many of us would have saved years. We have lost years. You know what? We always got to be restored because we didn't discern the wrong decision. We walked into stuff, just walked into it, didn't understand this is gonna shave 5 years off our life by the time we realized we was going in a circle. Satan's job is to waste your time.
That's the realest shit I ever heard in my whole life. That's the realest shit I ever heard in my whole life. Because that's the frequency that I feel when I feel my time being wasted. I feel like this is of, you know what I'm saying, the lowest vibration, when somebody is wasting your time, when they feel like they're qualified to waste your time.
He wastes your time. So you'll be 50 years old and have not gotten down to what God wants you to do in life. I said he wastes your time. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? So discernment will keep you from your time being wasted. Are y'all there? Can we get deeper? So it says, don't believe every spirit. This generation is so trusting. They be all on Facebook, don't know people, telling people their business, opening up about secret stuff. Why do we trust people this way when we know that one of the greatest things is, one of the greatest weapons that Satan will ever use is people? We have no, and the reason why I'm saying this is because people get in relationships, they didn't discern, they didn't care, walked into it, and then they will come to you later and cry about it because they didn't take the time to discern it. And you might have told them at first, don't mess with him. Girl, the girl done told you about his past, but now he's gonna
Girl, that nigga wear a wig at night.
be different with me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Many of us have our head busted because we didn't listen to people who God was using to sharpen our discernment. Are you hearing what I'm saying? One of the greatest lines I always use is, I wish I would have listened. Where would I be if I would have listened? Lord, do you know how many years I've wasted not listening? Are you hearing what I'm saying? All right. So say, beloved. That means you. Believe not every spirit, but try it. Say, try that spirit. How do I try the spirit? Let's see. I can be deeper, but I'm going to give you something practical. You know how you try a spirit? You ask some questions. Why don't we ask questions? Like, who are you? Where'd you come from? How many kids you got? Who you live with? How many baby mamas you have? We never try. Y'all don't want to talk about this. We don't try the spirit. What's your credit look like? You old people? See, we enter into business deal. We don't ask that, but even the bank won't loan you nothing without getting all your information. They try you. They trying you. Why? Because we want to know, are you worthy? Are you worthy of my investment? People that come in my life, they pull investment out of me. So I want to make sure you're worthy of that investment. So I need to try you. I try you by asking questions. Say, ask questions. Never be of anybody that you can't question is the devil. If they get mad when you ask them questions, they trying to get you to believe something without any understanding of their character. Say, ask a question. And especially if this is going to be some type of courting relationship, you better go into detail. The reason why your heart get broke so much, you never asked. You go by how you feel. Oh, I just feel, oh, his hair was baby hair. His baby hair was laying down, girl, and it's glistening off his tattoo. And the oils from his his oils, girl, was glistening in the light of the moon, and you'd never ask no questions. Have you had an AIDS test? I think that should be a good question nowadays. Do you shoot up? Let me see your arm. Are you undercover heroin? I need to know now. Them cats over in Indiana got an epidemic now. I want to know. You save yourself by asking questions. Look at how for some reason, we feel it's not exciting to investigate. Being dumb is more exciting. Like, I'll figure this out later. Ask a question. You a molester? You like kids? I want to know this. That's why these children are getting raped. Y'all let them come in and give them keys right off the top. No discernment.
Bro, shit. We got all these single moms on these dating apps, bro. And it's sad because, bro, they be having brand new babies. These chicks be having 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old babies. That means you didn't even have the discernment. You didn't have the discernment, the logic. You bitch, what the fuck was you thinking? You couldn't even find a dude. You could find a dude that'll nut in you, but you couldn't find a dude that would stick around for at least a couple of years. At least a couple of years once the baby actually come out. And these are the same females, bro. These are the same females. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is weird. They wearing purses. Homies over hoes activity, okay? All right. It's a lot of bussy activity going on out here, a lot of down low activity going on out here, a lot of dookie in the sheets activity going on out here. Niggas wearing stockings on their head and shit. It's weird, it's spooky out here, man. It's zesty and it's spooky out here. But seeing this and I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? And then the first thing they do, these single moms is putting their kids all over the fucking internet. And then the first thing they do when they start talking to a dude is they start telling their child's business. Oh, they talk about my kid this and my kid that, and I'm taking my kid here and my kid this and my kid that. I'm like, bro, you telling all your fucking child's business to a stranger who could be a predator. I'm talking about 5 years old and younger. You know what I mean? This shit is just, it doesn't, this society that we living in is so fucked up and trash, man. It's so fucked up and stupid, bro. And people just keep going along with the bullshit. People just keep going along with this shit, man. I'm ready for this shit to go ahead and collapse, man. This shit is trash, man. You got these single moms on these dating apps, bro, with a 1-year-old baby. She got a BBL. Oh my God, dude. And then when the baby get molested, which is inevitably gonna happen because she talking to all these, she's making her child so accessible to these predators. So when your baby gets molested and shit, you know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be another statistic, man.
What are you into? You get high. What you?
Another baby that grew up into adult that says, I was born like this. No, you was not born like this. You just don't remember, or you might not remember, or you try hard as hell to remember that, your mom was a 304 and she let some nigga off Tinder put their finger in your booty hole when you was 2 years old. Let's have a real conversation.
You get high on. I want detail. Because this lets me know, information gathering lets me know what I'm going to have to do if I decide to deal with you. Are you a liar? Don't be talking about they're just such a big liar. That's the question you should have asked in the beginning. You find that out up front. Then if you decide to enter into that relationship, you know what you're dealing with. But discernment is built by questions. Come on, I gave you a nugget now. That's a nugget. If you're in business and you're going to a business deal, don't look at the money. Don't look at what you stand to gain.
It's funny, like I'm just thinking about this guy, Stephen Darby. I'm like, bro, if you told me his name a couple days ago, like last week, I'd be like, nah, I have no idea who that is. Maybe I had to see his face or hear his voice. I didn't know who this dude was a week ago. I say this respectfully. A white woman put me on to Stephen Darby. That shows you how impactful his message was. You know what I mean? But I turn on my TV and on every 3 commercials, I'm seeing a Crip from Long Beach. I'm seeing Snoop Dogg on my TV every fucking commercial, right? Every time the commercials come on, I'm seeing Snoop Dogg on the beach, a Crip. 50, 60-year-old nigga still talking about gangbanging and shit, promoting that shit. Let's have a real conversation. I'm seeing some dumbass nigga, some dumbass rapping nigga promoting some poison, you know what I'm saying? Promoting some genocide, you know what I'm saying, to his own people. That's what I'm seeing every time I catch, I don't watch TV, but only time so they be killing me with these YouTube commercials, bro. It's fucking disgusting. So that's the only time I really see commercials is on YouTube. Because YouTube wants you to pay $20 a fucking month so you don't have to watch commercials, which is, it's just ridiculous, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done with this society, bro. So it's just funny that I'm just like, this dude, he got a lot of views on YouTube, shit like that. But I'm like, where was this dude in like the main, like, you know what I mean? I know they wouldn't promote him in the mainstream, but I'm just saying, like, this shit is weird, man. This shit is weird, bro. All we see on the TV, we see the Cardi B's and all this dumb shit. We see the Megan Thee Stallions, right? Megan Thee Stallion. I see Megan Thee Stallion on a Planet Fitness commercial. I'm like, what? But the people that we need to hear, the voices that we needed to hear, this motherfucker dead, bro. The voices that we needed to hear, they was nowhere to be found, bro. They wasn't allowed. Their voices weren't allowed to be heard. But Megan Thee Stallion's on my fucking TV on a Planet Fitness commercial. You know what I'm saying? Her dick probably bigger than mine.
Ask the person
Allegedly.
that you're dealing with questions. Do you have insurance? If something breaks, can you pay for it? Where's the contract? How long you been in business? Do you have references? Somebody who's faking studying my religion just to confound me, like Muslims do. They know just enough scripture to make the average Christian crazy rocking. Y'all doing something wrong. Y'all doing wrong in that Jeep.
So yeah, that's Stephen Darby. The dude got hella content, bro. This video right here almost got 600,000 views. It was 8 years ago. Once again, I didn't even hear it 8 years ago. I had no idea who this dude was. You know, and it's cool that he see this right here. That's what I always tell people, bro. You know, when you get 100,000 subscribers, nigga, when you get 50,000 subscribers and you getting active people, like you getting hundreds of thousands of people in the live chat participating in the conversation, and people, you know, now your subscribers is talking to each other offline. Bro, you've outgrown YouTube. You've outgrown this platform. What he's doing, this is what we supposed to be doing, bro. This motherfucker is talking to real people that's really in front of him in real time, in real life. This internet shit, the internet is a weapon, bro. It is a weapon, bro. And they keep people trapped in their comfort zone. You need to get the fuck outside, man. For the love of God, touch some grass. For the love of God, touch some grass, okay? You know? And I try to tell these big content creators, I try to tell them all the time, I'm like, don't you think it would feel, yeah, the internet is cool, but wouldn't it feel better to everything you doing, the same speech that you having on YouTube and all of that shit, same presentation you putting together, you know, in your living room or wherever in your house? Wouldn't it feel better to talk in front of real people and make eye contact with real people? And you can see, you can feel that frequency. You can feel the frequency. How positive it is, and you can see the breakthrough. You can look into somebody's eyes and tell if they're having those, you know, eureka moments, those epiphany moments. Fuck the internet, dog. Fuck the internet, bro. Cause I mean, I hate people, bro. I hate people. I'm on the Julia Roberts leave the world behind side of the game. Nigga, I hate people. If it was up to me, I'd never look at another person. You know what I'm saying? I never look at another person ever again for the rest of my life. I'm chilling. If I could be on a fucking farm somewhere, I keep myself occupied. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. So that's Stephen Darby. We're gonna move into the next clip. I listen to him when I'm at work. Apparently, there's a school shooting going on. Student injured in Dallas school shooting.
FanDuel Casino has your
Look at
chance
this.
at the
More
number one
commercials.
fee. Winning.
More
Winning rates
commercials.
higher than any.
I mean, I go to the gas station and use the ATM and shit. And these people, it's like a scratch off. You ever see them big at niggas, like a fucking super vending machine, for scratch offs. People be buying the lottery scratch off tickets and shit. Bro, they're fiends, man. They're fiends, man. They fiends, man. Seen a nigga went in there and spent $100 the other day on scratch offs, dog. On scratch offs, nigga. I'm like, bro, you a fucking idiot, bro. You a fucking idiot, bro. You an idiot, bro. I mean, these people just you work your ass off just to literally give your money away. With that, you think, you know what I'm saying? With the odds of winning, man, you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot, dog. Spending hella money. They be standing at, y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. It's these, like, they don't even go like to the counter no more in these stores. They have a big ass lottery vending machine, and then people just be throwing their money into that shit. I'm like, bro, if that's the case, just try to find a way to make some passive income. Start like a side hustle or something. Why are you going into the fucking gas station? You trying to become a millionaire from the, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be a gas station millionaire. You goofy. You goofy.
Well, after a stormy start to
This bussy ass nigga. I don't know what's going on here, man. They said there was some sort of shooting. We haven't had one in a while, right? Police are responding to a shooting at Wilmer Hutchins High School in Southeast Dallas. One student was injured in the shooting. They said they were dispatched to the scene at 10:36 a.m. Okay, so the shooter got started early. Okay. All right. Shooter got started early. Woke up with pure violence. Let's have a real conversation. You understand me? Let's see. Oh, and then wanted to see this. I wonder if this is, I think these are Ethan Crumbly's parents. I think these are Ethan, because we always hear about shed show mother.
My adult life was to see a therapist.
Capping ass bitch, you still crazy as shit. Now look at this. Look at this wax figure right here. Okay.
An unprecedented.
You remember what's his name? Caesar from Planet of the Apes. This looked like Caesar mother some shit.
Case. The first parents convicted in connection with their child's
I think this is Ethan Crumbly's parents. We always hear about these school shootings, but we rarely kind of like hear or even care about the follow-up. I'm pretty sure this is Ethan Crumbly's parents. Pretty sure.
School shooting will learn their fate at a Michigan courtroom today. Prosecutors asking the judge.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. There he is. That's the man of the hour right there, Ethan Crumbly. Lord have mercy, bro. Once again, this stream is sponsored by Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay. Thank you, Kyle, for sponsoring this war.
Hello. My name's Forrest Gump. Do you want a chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said,
bullet's a bullet. Bullet's a bullet. Bullet's a bullet. Bullet's a bullet.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I knew that it could shoot, and
Oh my god, man.
Judge to impose harsh sentences, calling James and Jennifer Crumbley's lack of remorse chilling. NBC's Maggie Vespa's at the courthouse in Pontiac. Hey, Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning. Yeah, according to two sources.
The jaw on this one, boy. On the Jay Leno side, listen, man, she put the whole dick, man. Listen, man, she eat the dick, store it for winter time. Okay, you ain't see your dick all winter, man. Dick and balls, man.
Familiar with this case, James and Jennifer Crumbley are
Respectfully, man.
expected to appear here together today, with prosecutors, as you point out, asking the court to impose a 10 to 15-year sentence, potentially double what the state recommends in a case like this. And according to new court documents, prosecutors point to Jennifer and James Crumbley having a, quote, total and complete lack of remorse. In Jennifer's case specifically, they point to her own testimony during her trial, saying that she wouldn't have done anything differently leading up to the 2021 Oxford High School shooting carried out by her then 15-year-old son, Ethan. In James's case, they actually point to jailhouse threats they now say he made against one of the prosecutors in this case, saying, quote,
that jaw, gang. The bitch is autistic from the bottom lip down, man. Respectfully, man.
there will be retribution, believe me, and calling himself a martyr. Of course, this has been a case the entire country has been watching. Both James and Jennifer Crumbley.
Can you imagine, fuck a head butt? Can you imagine getting jaw butted by this bitch?
Earlier this year, were convicted in separate trials by separate juries of 4 counts each of
fuck a uppercut. Can you imagine a jaw cut by this bitch? I would never want to get into a bar fight with this lady right here, man.
involuntary manslaughter, one for each of the students. Their son, Ethan, killed. Prosecutors arguing the entire time that they ignored clear red flags about his mental health and gave him
Nigga, fuck a karate chop, nigga. This bitch hit you with a jaw chop. Knock your whole top off, nigga.
easy access to a weapon.
Maggie, separate trials, separate juries. Are they?
Look at this. Don't this bitch look like she related to Caesar? Don't this bitch on the left look like she related? First of all, she looked like one of them wax figurines at I forget what it's called, Madam something. These people on TV, dog. I just be like, man. I just be like, where they find these people at, bro?
Expected to receive different sentences?
We haven't heard that expectation from anyone. Of course, it's a possibility. It is worth noting that both defense attorneys, and they have separate defense attorneys, have been asking for time served as best case scenario. There also was an unusual request.
You gotta fuck this bitch with a chin strap on, man.
From Jennifer Crumbley's attorney, who asked the court to consider letting her serve out any remaining time inside the attorney's guest house, as opposed to sending her back to prison. So we'll see what the judge does with that request. In the meantime, James Crumbley, according to court documents, saying that he was wrongfully convicted, but saying he feels, quote, absolutely horrible about what happened.
Her jaw got its own stomach.
All right, Maggie Vespa for us there in Pontiac.
All right,
Maggie,
Maggie.
thanks.
hey, thanks for watching.
Al Roker looks sick to the pit. Al Roker looked like somebody's sick ass great grandmother, dog. With the flashing the Illuminati gang signs. Pay attention.
Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on.
I'ma miss it. I'm not watching it. Don't Al Roker, man. Al Roker looks, because he used this Al Roker, right? He used to be fat as hell. He used to be on the Ruben Studdard side of the game, right? Al Roker used to be a heavyweight, right? All these people. I don't trust none of these people on TV, man. I don't trust none of them. They all weirdos. James and Jennifer Crumbley, the first parents convicted in connection with their child's mass school bang bang, are set to be sentenced in a Michigan, ain't shit over there in Michigan, huh? Courtroom. prosecutors are asking the judge to impose harsh sentences, calling their lack of remorse chilling. So I guess this was the story where he went into his he got the gun from his father or something like that. Like his father, I don't know if his father had the gun. This was so long ago. Man. But I think his he got the gun from his father's room or some shit like that. And then yeah. This person said, I guess I'm old fashioned. I don't understand what the issue is here. But as I understand, the parents are 100% responsible for what their under 18-year-old child does. The shooter was 15 when he killed the innocent students at a school. So why are people complaining about this? Could it be that parents don't know or what to be parents anymore? Don't know. Okay. So yeah, they're fucked, man. They're fucked. I wonder if the kid got to be going to jail too, right? Whatever. So there's that. Let's go on to the next thing, man. If you're in the building, man, definitely hit the like button if you're in the building, bro. Can you hit the like button, please? Can you please hit that like button, please? Let's go over to tinfoil. Let's go over to tinfoil. All right.
So Lucifer is the bearer of light, right? That falls from the sky.
Yeah.
Is he a fallen angel?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was always taught. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my whole thing. Now, I'm not necessarily like, I guess there was a saint named Lucifer, which is very interesting. Okay. Hi, Just Haley, which is very, very interesting. Why would you be called Saint Lucifer? Why would they call you that? Saint Lucifer's whole thing was that he, according to esotericity, he was leading the charge to say that Jesus was not God. So that's the whole thing, dude. You know, I don't know what the answer is on that. Okay. All I know is that Jesus, as I understand him, makes me feel better. And that's really all I gotta say.
Yeah, I side with you on that, Sam, because to me it matters more that naming the enemies doesn't concern me that much. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna judge them by what they do, what people do, and if I get a name wrong, you know, like, oh, it's the different demon, you know what I mean? Like, what do I care about that? As long as I feel know like who's on my side. Does that make sense?
What Sam is saying, that's basically like on this, you know, down here in this realm, that's basically what the masses roll with. Like, you know, somebody said God and the devil, it's just basically like politics, you know what I'm saying? And kind of like what Sam Tripoli is talking about, what makes him feel better. The truth is, like, we can't prove that Jesus was a real man and these things happen, because we can't. How can we prove that? We can, you know, now we talk about the theory of Jesus Christ. You can exercise, you can literally test that out every day that you wake up, right? I'm testing it out right now, right? But it's like the theory, you know, is you tell the truth, you will get crucified. If you speak the truth, you will get crucified. If you're the worst person in the world if you tell the truth. And the story, that's basically what I get from, you know, the theory of Jesus Christ, right? And so I believe in that. I believe in Christ consciousness and things of that nature. But I can't fucking prove if it was a real person, because when you look at the portrait of Jesus, correct me if I'm wrong, they said it's based off the Caesar guy. And they apparently see the Caesar nigga was the Pope's gay son. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they didn't fucked up the whole image of what Jesus is really supposed to look like. They fucked up his birthday. Okay. Apparently December 25th isn't even his fucking real birthday. So they just completely fucked up his whole, like, nigga, whose life story is this? This ain't me. So they completely fucked that up. So it just makes it, you can look at it, but there's only two ways you could look at it. You can look at it like, it's a hoax, it's some bullshit. Or you could look at it from the angle like, when it comes to Jesus Christ, you could look at it from the angle like, well, they've done everything to mock this individual, to rewrite the script, to whitewash it, or just brainwash it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it is true. Maybe it has to be true, because why would they go out of their way to do all of this shit if it was a lie from the beginning with, or if it never, you know what I'm saying? But so those are the two ways you could look at it. Either you believe it or you don't. And I do feel like what he's saying is, most people feel like if it makes them feel good, even with the Satanists, the people that worship Lucifer and all of this shit, if it makes them feel good, that's what they're going with. How many, and I'm talking to the dude, whatever, like, how many relationships have you been in with like a low vibrational person that be walking around with all this Baphomet merch on? Right? The baddest bitches used to work at Hot Topic wearing Baphomet merch, wearing Lilith. Bitch was wearing a Lilith, bitch had a tattoo of Lilith, a face tat, a Lilith face tat. These bitches is walking around with Lilith face tats. Oh my god. And the pussy fire. The pussy is probably fired in a motherfucker.
See what I mean? Like, okay, so what if his name isn't Moloch? What if it's one of those other names? What do I care? What's that?
Demons got fire pussy. Angels pussy just like dry rub. You know what I'm saying?
Matter to
like me. if we comparing pussy to ribs and shit, and an angelic bitch got some dry rub rib pussy. These demonic assholes, these demonic 304s, man. I mean, they sauced up. They sauced up.
And I have I have this thing where it's like, like, how do I know what is real and what's not real? And whose fault is that? Who's
fuck a good woman? It feel like you fucking Birdman hand rub. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking a good woman, it feel like you fucking a Birdman hand rub.
Fault is that I don't know what is real and what is real.
No Diddy. I need a no Diddy sound effect ASAP.
Israel.
Yeah, that is a good question. Whose fault is that?
Is it my fault? I mean, why is this allowed to happen? Why isn't someone who's supposed to tell me what I'm supposed to know and what I'm not supposed to know saying something? Right. I don't know, dude.
What he's saying there, I feel like he's being genuine in what he just said there. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that.
I mean, like, how do I know what is real and what's not real? And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that I don't know what is real and what is real?
Israel.
Yeah, that is a good question. Whose fault is that?
Is it my fault? I mean, why is this allowed to happen? Why isn't someone who's supposed to tell me what I'm supposed to know and what I'm not supposed to know saying something?
And that's going back to how we started this video. That's discernment. In my opinion, I could be completely wrong. I might change my opinion 10 years from now. I might be a Satanist. Who the fuck knows? But I can only speak about right now. And I strongly feel like right now, that's that person that's going to tell you, or that voice that's going to tell you, feeling, whatever the fuck, that's going to tell you what you need to know is going to be the Creator blessing you with that discernment. You know what I'm saying? That discernment from within is going to tell you what you need to know. You know what I mean?
Something. I don't
know, nothing outside of yourself is going to tell you what's really going on out here. Nothing. And nothing's going to give you that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That knowing. I don't even use the word belief. I don't use the word believe, belief, none of that shit.
I don't know, dude. It's very interesting, dude.
You don't know some shit, figure it out. But we not about to be believing in shit. That's what we not about to be doing.
Dude. You
That
know?
used to be called the church, right? I mean, that would be where you would go to.
And then we know it's been corrupted. So I don't know what the answer is. I wish there was someone who would come and tell me, because I'm dying to know.
And I would love to hear what Eddie has to say about that, because I mean, I
want to get that picture of Bill Gates getting the pie thrown in his face. I want to get that printed out on a t-shirt. I would love it. I would love to come out with like kind of like a funny clothing line like that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get that on the t-shirt though.
We got this call. I did some reading, and I mean, most of the things I find agree that in the Bible they spell it differently, but they're talking about Moloch, and it's implied that he's that god is associated with child sacrifice. So I would love to hear what Eddie's take is on that. To go into some detail, I'll have to have him back on.
John Lee is in the chat, everybody. John Lee is in the chat.
That's basically that. I might have one more. I might have one more tinfoil clip.
An N-word victory lap. We're going to do it.
Blanco SoCal says, OJ died today. I don't want documentaries
Yes,
suddenly
OJ.
proving he did it. Shout out to all those incarcerated who didn't do it. Also, look up Romans 14, 1-23. Love you guys.
So, what's your guys' intake? I mean, he obviously did it, right?
Of course he did it. Yeah.
I remember I used to talk to this French chick, bro. And honestly, like, I fumbled the whole fucking, bro. I used to talk to this French chick, and she was like going through her little gothic phase. And I mean, just pure, just like all types of fish. The bitch was a fishnet. Like the bitch became a fishnet for like a good year. You know what I'm saying? That's all the bitches would wear. Fishnet on everything. Fishnet everything. Bitch be at church, fishnet. Fishnet out, man. The black fishnets with the black nails. You know what I'm saying? The black hair, the fucking the black mascara, all of that shit. I'm like, bitch, you going through some shit, ain't you? Ain't you? Lilith got your spirit in a chokehold right now, don't you? And it's just funny because I knew nothing. I didn't know none of this shit back then, bro. I was spiritually dead, bro. I didn't know none of this shit back then. Old time, Lilith had that bitch. Lilith put that bitch in a rock bottle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know if she knew what was going on. But that whole goth shit. Yeah, bro. These bitches, man.
You don't think he did it?
Oh, that's
anything is. I mean, like, dude, there's a lot of stuff that says maybe his son did it. You know, there's a lot of stuff to that.
Yeah, okay. I think he knows who did it if he didn't. For sure.
Yeah, I think he did too. I mean, like, I don't know. You guys don't have kids, but would you, like, murder's different, dude. I if my kids murdered somebody, it'd be very hard for me to take the fall for them.
I can't even imagine.
Because you took somebody's life. Yeah. But, I would go to jail for my kids. I would definitely go to jail for my kids.
This
without
is the verse he wanted us to look at. He says, this is from King James Version. Apologies. Him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. For one believeth that. Let me see.
So this dude, man, I gotta find the clip. But they were telling a story how these people went to a concert, and the motherfucker brought a demon home from the concert. I gotta find the clip. But while I do that, appreciate everybody chiming in on the conversation. Definitely hit the like button. We got a special episode of Paradigm tonight. A special mystery guest. I'm not going to spoil it, but definitely tune in tonight at at around 9:15, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got a special mystery guest that's going to be joining us and sharing their story tonight. Okay, we working. All right.
What my point of view was, and had
We
they
over here, we with Pockets. Definitely check out Pockets of the Future. Let's get into this clip. Look at Ray Allen. Look at Jesus Shuttlesworth. They got one of the most famous Scottish rights in the background. Eric Spoelstra is a fucking alien. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. D Wade right here, he looking at Big Mike like, can I have your drawers after this? he, he like, bitch, I see right through you, bitch. Bitch, I see right through you. And I'm with all of that bullshit.
done so, it would have changed the outcome of what they're doing now, right? In terms of the heartfulness.
Ray Allen trying to figure out. He like, bitch, no, your jump shot ain't better than mine.
Debacle. But the way that they dealt with dissenting voices, that's the way.
Can you imagine what Big Mike be doing to Barry? Yo, Michelle Obama will wear your ass out, bro. Can you imagine the filth that was going on in the White House, man? Michelle Obama was wearing, Big Mike was wearing that nigga out, man.
We get dealt with all the time here in the truth community was, led to basically their own destruction.
Michelle had Obama scrambling and scraping around the Oval Office, man.
Their own personal failure. Because one of the things that, I do well here, and those of us who are real truthers do, we keep people from doing, or we keep ourselves from doing stupid shit, right? Like we see through the facade.
Right. So check this out. I gotta replay this. Listen carefully to what Paul is saying. And this is the difference between us and them.
Now, right? In terms of the heartfulness debacle. But the way that they dealt with dissenting voices, that's the way we get dealt with all the time here in the truth community, was, led to basically their own destruction and their own personal failure. Because one of the things that, I do well here, and those of us who are real truthers do, we keep people from doing, or we keep ourselves from doing stupid shit, right? Like we see through the facade and the lies and the false, the dreams and the whatever your false motivation is for doing something wrong, and realizing there's going to be real consequences for the crap that you're doing. And, we are able to bring light into that. We're able to bring, consciousness into that. And it has value in a collapsing system, because when you really understand what you're doing and why you're doing it and how it deviates from the natural order of things and from your soul's path and from all these things, whatever it is, whether it be something political or financial or religious or whatever, when you're just lying to yourself about what you're doing, it always has disastrous effects. When you lie about your actions and your behaviors, when you lie about your motivation, when you lie about what's actually happening, you're pretending something is something different than it actually is. Pretending that the UN is good when it's bad is going to lead to disastrous results for your organization, right? But they dealt with me in a way that was, oh, this guy doesn't know anything, and and I was told finally, they wouldn't explain any of their actions because they couldn't, right? And I presented all these research about the UN and the information, and the person said, we can't let radical idealism, this guy wrote to me, we can't let radical idealism get in the way of us missing this opportunity. And I'm like, what opportunity? What do you think you're going to get from the UN? The UN is parasitic. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you credibility, because most people don't have people either have a negative opinion of the UN or no opinion. You know, people like who have been abused by the UN or understand what the UN is and has been on the other side of the UN, you know, the effects of it. But most people don't really like the UN or think about it. They don't celebrate the stupid UN holidays. So the UN has nothing to give you. It doesn't have money. It takes money from you. It doesn't, you know, want some of your money, right? It doesn't give you money. It doesn't give support. It doesn't give resources. It doesn't have, you know, openness to your point of view. The UN uses these NGOs to run their agenda through these NGOs, right? That was done at this system. And so, you know, this is what we go through, right? And this is a problem because, you know, the truth that we're bringing to the surface has value. And those of you who've experienced its value, you know what I'm talking about. It changes your perspective and it might be painful, but at least it's reality based. But the overall collective's desire to silence the truth and demonize the truth tellers is just going to make everything worse, right? The collapse of the civilization worse because they're pretending that something is good when it's bad. They're pretending that something that's successful is failure. And they're pretending something that is demonic is progress, right? And that's, you know, that's really, there's only one way that could all end. And so let's get into it here. Okay, so there are a few things I just want to add before getting into the stuff here. My other, you know, content. I want to talk a little bit more about that comment. Also, you know, making these videos about women, famous women, Michelle Obama, actresses, Jennifer Aniston, possibly being men. You know, there's these different threads or different, you know, whatever you would call them, subject matters that are in the truth community. There's the pizza people. There's the big event in 2001 people. I would be one of those. You know, the event that brought you in, the thing that brought you in to the truth community, truth movement. And then there's things that people get into, you know, stuff to do with COVID, right? You know, the vax stuff. And there's some things that are just more important. Some issues are more important than others to people. And there's some issues with a lot of passion. And, you know, I revisited this whole thing with Michelle Obama and these things that initially made my channel pop. And I talked about this on my other channel as well with Caitlin Clark having an Adam's apple, which, you know, I don't necessarily mean that I'm sure that she's a dude. It's just that, you know, it doesn't help her. It doesn't help, right? Having a big Adam's apple, right? But the picture they have of her when she's doing the State Farm commercial, you know, whatever it is, you guys might have seen these videos. But I just want to talk about all the comments I'm getting. And so many people.
Yo, and then also fucking Paul. Damn, I don't know if it was this video or the video before, but he actually found the
a society that, you know, back then there was 1.2.
He fucking found the Flowbron commercial. I remember I was one of the first fucking people that exposed this. Now, it was a couple channels that I saw, I think they talked about it. But bro, I was one of the first channels that showed this picture of LeBron James wearing a wig like 4 years ago. 4 fucking years ago, dog. But he actually found the commercial. I could not find the commercial to save my life. But I think this is on either TikTok or they finally uploaded this shit. Because they put out this content. They put out these humiliation rituals. And then they make it hard for you to find it. The complete shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
400 people.
Because I never seen the commercial. I think in the video before this one, he actually plays it. But yeah, it was the whole humiliation ritual. They put this nigga in a wig. Oh my God, bro. And that's who they put the king in a fucking wig, bro. And I remember going back and forth with ignorant, spiritually dead zombies, right? The sleepwalkers. And I'm saying, you know, this is the dress. And when I say the dress, I'm talking about this is the effeminate emasculation humiliation ritual. This is to put you in your fucking place. This is to put you in your fucking place. You're not above the program. That's what they call it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the gangbangers call it. No, you're not above the program. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do. That's the whole point of the ritual. At any time, at any time, your number or your bussy can be called. And if you with the brotherhood, to prove your loyalty, you gotta put a fucking wig on. You know what I'm saying? And look like a bitch. Literally. If you want to keep getting getting these shoe deals and things of that nature, you want to keep going to Diddy parties, man. Let's have a real conversation. Straight up. So I found the clip that I want to play from Tinfoil. But real quick, it said 2 years after Simpson's 1995 acquittal, a civil court jury found him liable for the deaths of his ex-wife Ann Goldman and ordered he pay their survivors $33.5 million. But there's your 33. So that's what they were talking about on Tinfoil. Right. But I'm gonna play this clip because I like when people tell these stories, man. These stories is kind of crazy.
I think what he's trying to say is that these shows all have weird undertones.
Come back now. Saw Jeremiah Watkins. Great night. Great spot for anyone in New Jersey. I like this call. Okay.
Hey, what's up? My name's Andrew. I'm from Denver,
Andrew.
Colorado. I just wanted to call and tell you that one time I went to a Burning Man show that was here in Denver. It was called the Burning Man Decomp, and I got a fourth dimensional spiritual entity attachment, and whatever demonic energy followed me home that night, it made all my friends dye their hair the same color. It made me deaf sometimes when I would ride my bike. It made two people I knew named Russell suffer like medical emergencies, and one of them died. So like our roommate Russell drank himself into a coma, and then our other roommate's brother Russell died instantly from unknown causes. And then I experienced psychic imagery one night and sleep paralysis. And I didn't know if it was a dream or not, but when I somehow moved and touched my friend, she woke up gasping for air, and it knocked me out of my sleep paralysis. And I then discovered that I can remove fourth dimensional entities with the help of Archangel Michael. And I did that, and it got rid of the spirit that followed me home from the Burning Man party. I guess that's everything. Praise Jesus.
So the thing is, like, I hate people like, I'm gonna be honest, I hate people like this because he doesn't go into detail. He went into detail about the story and the things that was going on with him, but then he doesn't go into you notice how they very rarely go into detail about how did you get rid of it? How did you solve the problem? What did you have to do? How did you summon the archangel? What did you do? What did you have to do? You know what I'm saying? So he just
have a good day.
He just leaves it there.
Would you guys go to Burning Man?
Yeah.
I've wanted to.
At my age, no. You guys go have a good time. Go hang out with annoying people.
No, but would you when you were like 25 go to Burning
When
Man?
I was young, maybe. But I hate big gatherings like that.
I was about to say, what if it...
Let's go over to the Fullerton Informer. Let's see what let's see. Where is it? Let's see what Joe is talking about today, man.
When they finally find someone, they cannot have children. And so consequently, they flock to the medical system for solutions, right? And, you know, if you're one of those county workers or government workers, you get these infertility treatments in your insurance, right? Because after all, if you're involved in the infertility crisis, you'll be given a pass on when you become infertile as a result, right? But there is a phenomenon, aside from the eggs being damaged in the young girls, the ovarian reserves being depleted in these young girls, the ovarian follicles being damaged in these young girls by the microwave transmitters that the school district has given them to keep in their laps all day while they're doing their homework, while they're playing their video games, and while they're in class. They cannot conceive children. Now, it is a widely known fact that experiments have been done for, well, I guess it's widely known for those who are in the know. But if you ask anybody in the school district, they're going to tell you that you're crazy. But microwave exposure in the direct vicinity of these young girls' abdomen causes two serious problems, okay? Microwaves damage the developing ovarian reserves of young girls. And that's why I would stand on the sidewalk with a 15-foot pole and two huge banners on the sidewalk. And on this pole had at least 10 or 15 placards naming the names of the administrators, and on the sidewalk, the banners explaining what wireless devices in the classrooms are doing to the children. And I would stand out there trying to expose how this stuff is going to cause an epidemic of infertility and cancer and autism and everything else, right? Well, you know, when I was out on the sidewalk in front of Troy High School, which is a really dangerous place to put your children, because they have these high-powered Wi-Fi access points and the walls are made out of sheet metal. They're painted over because those children over there got Stockholm Syndrome still. And I'll still talk about that place because some of the most evil people in the world work there because of what they're involved in this agenda and how they promoted it. But let's get back to what's happening to these young girls. So there was an experiment done years ago with rats, Wistar rats particularly, and a microwave transmitter was placed on the abdomen of these rats for 15 minutes a day for 15 days. Power level being very similar to that of a laptop or these tablets. And what they did after they conducted this experiment of exposing these Wistar rats' abdomen to a microwave transmitter for 15 minutes a day for 15 days, the rats were then sacrificed and then they were analyzed. And it was determined that in these rats, that up to 75% of their ovarian reserves were depleted in these female Wistar rats. Now, let me repeat what I just said. 15 minutes a day for 2 weeks took out 75% of the ovarian reserves of these rats. That study is on WiFiDangers.com. This information was presented to school board members, school district employees, school officials.
You know, and these girls, they always putting their phones in their back pocket. You know, the 304s, they put their phone like in their bra. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right next to your fucking heart. Like, I mean, it's a weapon, bro. It don't matter. The sole reason why this technology was created was to kill us. But because they just make it so you could get coupons for Chick-fil-A, or you can, you know what I mean? You could kill yourself with distractions all day on TikTok and shit. People just, this is the best thing ever. You know what I mean? So that's why my whole thing is I think the world would be better without human beings. I'm going to be honest with you. So if we get to that point, shout out Armchair Revolutionary, man. I got to go watch this movie called Children of Men. But if we get to a point where human beings can't reproduce, I won't necessarily be upset at all. It'd be beautiful to see like nature be able to, thrive, and animals be able to thrive. All men do is fuck shit up. Let's have a real conversation. So I wouldn't be necessarily upset. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Man, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get fucking worse. So in other 304 news, man, this 304 shit, this right here is the perfect example of how this society is over. It's done. It's no saving this shit. It's no saving the system. It's no saving these people's minds. Okay, where is Obama and where's the guillotines at? Now look at this. Look at this bullshit right here. Would I smash? Would I smash? Yes. yes. Lord have mercy. This person said, risking getting lashed for likes. This is the world we live in now, bro. This is the world that we live in now. This person said, this bitch tripping, disrespect, take the hijab off. To post this during Ramadan is crazy. I can't read none of that shit, man. I can't read none of that. Can you imagine it? Can y'all imagine if we spoke this scribble, and respectfully, but can y'all imagine if this was our language, the scribble scrabble shit? Respectfully. Okay, so this how they giving it up. Okay. All right, she got some lash. That bitch got some lashes on the way, but attention, man. Attention is everything, dog. Attention is everything, guy. All right. Once again, in other NPC news, okay, attention is everything. This is how these people pay the rent. Sandwich with crab. This nigga is pouring strawberry yogurt on crab. Hold on, man. This man said Abdul is seething, right? I mean, you just disrespected the whole. You know what I'm saying? You just embarrassed the whole lineage, bro. Okay, that bitch is gonna have to. She either gonna have to give it up to the whole village, or she gonna get stoned to death. Look at this crazy ass nigga right here, man. Look at this crazy ass nigga right here. Nigga doing all this for 8,000 likes. Now, my question is, does he do this shit if he doesn't have a camera on his phone? That's the question I'm gonna start asking. Like, does this even happen? Do these things even happen? Niggas eating crab sandwich with sprinkles and yogurt. Does this even happen? If these pieces of shit, okay? If DARPA never put a camera on a fucking phone, does this ever happen? This nigga's disgusting, bro. This motherfucker said every time I come here, I know some bullshit is about to take place. He said, "Brother, there's a crab hanging on your beard." Unbelievable. He said, "Ain't no way you actually enjoying that." I mean, you can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up, dude. Let's see if I got anything else, man. All right, so in Bussy news, right? Usher named as Essence Magazine's final pick for Sexiest Man of the Moment. All right. They announced their final pick for Sexiest Man of the Moment, and the title goes to none other than Mr. Raymond. All right. Who has been out here killing it. I hate the Shade Room. Okay. Shade Room is one of the top 5 worst things that ever happened to black people. Okay. It's right underneath Martin Luther King. Let's have a real conversation. Right next to Martin Luther King. Okay. It's a travesty. Okay. He said he'd been killing the game for years. Okay. He said Russell Wilson were named the first 2 picks. Russell Wilson. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right. I'm gonna have to hit this chick up right here. She's heavy. She's like on every fucking she's calling out every celebrity. I'm gonna have to hit this chick up, see if she want to come on the show one day. But she says, no, thank you. He needs to address these Diddy stories. And they rode. When I tell you the NPCs rode on this bitch, man. The NPCs, okay? Fucking united, man. Okay? But it was like Zordon called the NPCs, man. Zordon made sure these niggas unite. They rode on this bitch. 200 people responded to this lady. Why do he need to address anything? Damn, this motherfucker said nothing to address. We all know Diddy was pile driving his buns. Sweet Jesus. Lord have mercy. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people. Let's see. Yeah, so it's a lot of people defending Usher, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, the word around, you know, the word on the curb is, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm not trying to talk shit, I'm just saying, allegedly, the word on the curb is they saying that, just pay attention to the narrative and what they promoting. They saying Usher is the sexiest man of the moment, whatever the fuck that even mean. And I don't even know why this nigga is butt ass naked on my screen, but no Diddy over all this segment right here. But they saying, and then he got the earring inside the ear. Come on, man. Come on, man. We know what that means. But my question is, like, how can How can a man be the sexiest man of the moment, and how they idol worshiping a man that allegedly has an incurable disease, my nigga, that's out here. Hold on, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let me see something. Let's see something. Let's do a little. Let's jump down the rabbit hole real quick. Let's jump down the rabbit hole. All right. Once again, this is the internet. This nigga JoJo trying to get me served with some paperwork, man. Okay. Nigga JoJo trying to get me caught up. All right.
Simon's Restaurant, an outfit.
Okay. You know, Usher, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Well, according to a man. Oh, yes. Oh, where have you been? Anyway, according to a man, this story's been out, you guys. According to a man, Usher, he's saying that Usher gave him herpes and wants Usher to turn over his medical records. Remember, there were 3 other people that sued Usher for exposing them to herpes. Quantasia Sharpton. There's Quantasia. Then there was... Then there was somebody that we don't know. He's just John Doe. So there's 2 men and a woman who...
Women,
two
women
women
and one man.
Well, who's John Doe?
No, 2 women, Quantasia, Jane Doe, and then John Doe.
Okay. Well, look, the John Doe man is claiming, all right, do you know in LA, now they're rebuilding downtown LA. It's supposed to be something fabulous once it's done, but apparently this man is saying that he had sex with Usher in a spa in Koreatown, downtown LA. And so this John Doe wants the judge to make Usher turn over his records, but Usher's refusing. But here's my thing, John Doe. I don't know what you were doing at the spa, but if you live your life a particular way where you're exposing yourself to so many people doing so many things, you know, it's not exactly like you're a school teacher. John Doe, I'm not judging what you do, but how do you know Usher was the one who exposed you to herpes? And number 2, Usher, you know, if you don't have herpes, then why haven't you just put all these rumors to rest? With Quantasia, John Doe, Jane Doe, your wife left. I didn't hear anything about herpes in there, but this has been a bad year for Usher. They got a divorce. There she is. He's got those cute kids though, right? Guess he can't kiss them on the mouth. Right?
Wendy Williams be Wendy Williams be volleying. Right. Armed with this information, women will still want to sleep with him. My ex-girlfriend wanted to go to an Usher concert. And I understand there's people that they can separate it. Just because a girl wants to go to an Usher concert doesn't mean she wants to throw that ass back in a circle for him. Doesn't mean she want to fuck him. Usher might not even be a woman's type. You know, they just like the music. But the majority of these females in that shade room, on the shade room, and that be paying money to go see him, if they had the opportunity, they would fuck him knowing that something is going on. He said she was out of pocket. Wendy Williams ain't give a fuck. Wendy Williams, hey, Wendy Williams, she was one of us. She wanted all the smoke, bro. She wanted all the smoke. But this is what I'm saying. Like, just like this dude said, women will still want to sleep with him despite all of this shit. NBA Youngboy, right? Right? NBA Youngboy has the gift that keeps giving, right? How many girls want to, you know what I mean? How many girls want to get slutted out by NBA Youngboy? So it shows you in this realm that we're trapped in for the time being, yo, status, you know, classism, status overrides everything in this satanic simulation realm. Status. If you popular, wasn't it what was the dude from 2.5 Men? And then they came out and said he had some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? He had the itchy dick. I forget his name. But the dude from 2.5 Men, you don't think bitches will fuck him on sight even after all of that information came out? It's weird, bro. We live in a demonic realm, bro. We live in a demonic realm where these people, you know, these females will go out there and willingly have sex with a dude with an itchy dick. You know what I'm saying? And then they look at you, you know, you just going to work every day, minding your business, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay out of the you know, just doing everything possible so you don't have scabs on your dick and shit. You know what I mean? And they look at you like you ain't shit. You ain't worthy. But they'll go throw it back for a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. It's weird. It's weird. So I pay attention, you know, I pay attention to the narratives. I pay attention to the propaganda. I pay attention to the social engineering. And this is gross. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this shit is gross. Saying that this dude is the sexiest, whatever, the idol worship, all of that. This dude is the sexy, even though he allegedly has whatever he has. He's just like, wait, that, like, incurable diseases and sexy should not belong in the same sentence. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Charlie Sheen. Didn't they say he had the you know, he had that tragic ailment? Didn't they say that? Right? The tigers, but he had that tiger blood running through him. Right? So there's that. There's that. It's funny. This is funny. You know, it's interesting to see, like, you know, the people that it's just on some goofy, weird shit. Our people, like the black community, they uplift them. But then the black people that's really trying to help, you know, wake people up and shit like that, they get violated. They get talked about like a dog. You know what I mean? They get censored, shadow banned. But these celebrities that don't give a fuck about them and is out here allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Spreading shit. You know? Right? We can't deny the man is fine. Usher looked the same his whole career. Lord, that's a fine man right here. Look at this bullshit. He said Diddy somewhere biting his lips. Hey, yo. Look at this chick. Sexiest man of the moment. Man been sexy all his life. Can he not be picked for sexiest man alive? And I'm not hating. There's no hate here. Okay, this is a single fucking mother right here. This is a single mother right here, man. He said, if I get AIDS, I can get this. Hey, Jojo. Yo, Jojo, chill out, man. All right. All right. But they all, let's have a real conversation. Allegedly, they said Kim Kardashian had genital herpes. Let's keep it a buck. They said Kim Kardashian. So it's, and I'm allegedly, but if Kim Kardashian has genital herpes, and they said she got it from Chris Humphries, the terrible ass basketball playing nigga that nobody remembers, but they said Kim Kardashian got genital herpes from Chris Humphries. That was before Kanye. So wouldn't that mean Kanye got, you know what I'm saying? Got the herpy dirt? Let's have a real conversation. So I believe, in my opinion, allegedly, I believe all of them niggas in Hollywood, they all got something, they all got something, they all share the same medication. You know what I mean? They all share the same. They go over each other's houses and shit, and they just take the same medication. Normally, you gotta remember to bring your medication to somebody else's house. Nah, nigga, you good. Wherever you go in Hollywood, they all share the same medic. They all got the same doctor and shit. That doctor is making a bag. Okay? Everybody's sick over there, man. Everybody's sick, man. All right? Look at this bitch. Hoo-wee. All right. So there's that. Nigga said, Diddy, your lunch is ready. He really been fine forever. This person said, not y'all trying to see through the water. He probably got on a man thong. The hell is she talking about? She can get it though. Oh, she married. Fuck that bitch. They said that's how he was waiting for Bieber after every show. All right. So it's funny, man. It's funny. These women want a dude that has some crazy accusations going on. These women, these females, right, are lusting after a man that has some insane accusations. She said the bumpity. You know what I mean? This is just, it's very concerning, man. Hey, Leonard. Hey, how you know the names of the medication, Leonard? Hey. With the expired Frosted Flake. On Valentine's Day, Diddy told Usher to come over, and he had a trail of Frosted Flakes to the to the bedroom. Or the bathroom, whatever the fuck they be into. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Let's see if we got anything else on here, man. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was funny as hell. He said, hey, like in the field research or what kind of research? If you was smart, you just wouldn't say nothing else, bro. Because if you was smart, you just leave it alone. Let's have a real conversation. This bitch says, don't fall pregnant at 15, whatever the hell that means. I know one thing. That's why you don't put your kids on the fucking internet, bro. Do not put your fucking kids on the internet, bro. Okay? This nigga is gonna be this baby is gonna have PTSD whenever he old enough to read the comments. Okay? To this video, man.
I ain't gonna let you go.
This nigga said the baby must be the father. He said bro is 384 weeks old. Baby looked like he got a mortgage. Gave birth to a 35-year-old junior investment banker. It's just crazy. Oh, the baby already got a solid credit score. Oh my God, dude. Nigga said, not sure who gave birth to who. Fucking sick. I'm dead. I'm dead. Nigga said, why you gave birth to a 15-year-old? He said, don't use filters, use condoms. That's actually like great advice for this era. Nah, yeah, this baby got cooked, man. This poor baby. I don't need to add nothing to this. This is a perfect serenade of disrespect. I don't have to say a damn thing. Okay. All right. All these people going straight to hell. They said leave Benjamin Button alone. Mm-hmm. That baby looked like a character off of like Billions or some shit. He said, why does your baby look like a full-grown politician about to take away my rights? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He said, leave that 52-year-old baby alone. He said, baby already got a 9-to-5 and benefits. Oh, my God. He said, stop falling on dick and you won't get pregnant. Oh. Nigga said, you had bad intentions when you opened the comment section. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. This motherfucker said that is one hideous baby. That's crazy. That's cool. Yes. He doesn't even, yo, he wasn't even trying to like, that nigga got straight to the point, man. He said JP Morgan asked me. He said the baby looked like Richard. Niggas. Don't post your kids on the internet, man. He said Hammerhead from Spider-Man. Don't post your kids on the internet, bro. This is exactly why if I had kids, man, I wouldn't even post my little cousins on the internet, bro. I wouldn't even post my little cousins on the internet, dog. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I got about 5 minutes. I got to get up out of here, get ready to go be a slave, y'all. I got to get ready to go be a slave, y'all. Okay? All right? Got a positive message. All right? Got a positive message for y'all on the way up out of here.
Important. And it has to do with your sibling.
Wait, I wasn't even. Widowed man has breakdown on plane, makes passengers settle their differences. I will hate to be on this plane. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep.
Things you have a disagreement. My wife made amends with all her family before she passed. She didn't have to do that. But it was important to do that because what is really important? You're pissed off because someone didn't call you or wasn't there for a birthday or a holiday. Who cares? Who cares? What you should care about is the love of your family. But make sure that you don't. If you have differences, settle them today. You'll feel better. It'll make you feel better. It'll make them feel better. It's medicine. Just love your loved ones. Make sure you do that. I'm going to hold on to every memory I have, and I'm so blessed for it. I just miss her tremendously. I wish I could hold her. And I look at all the pictures. Last night I was up until midnight looking at pictures, thousands of pictures I'm looking at because I want to make a post about my wife and what life means. What does life mean? What does life mean to you? We're on borrowed time, all of us. What are we going to do with that time is the question. What are we going to do with our time? Are we going to make a difference? Are we going to do road rage? Are we going to act in courteous?
You hear that hurricane? That's God telling you to go apologize. Go apologize to your mother today, man. Forgive her. That's God right there. Ain't God what they be saying? Ain't God's something else. What they be saying? They say God is beautiful, ain't he? So I forget. I don't know what them niggas from the South be saying.
This and not open the door for somebody. I mean, where do we stop here? This is ridiculous in our country.
Bitch in the background. Bitches love crying, man. This bitch look confused as hell. She look like she want to cry, but she can't. But she enjoying it. Bitches love, bro. Bitches love crying, man. That's just that's one of they just, it's like a hobby for them.
Loving each other.
Look at the bitch in the background. She look confused as shit.
Supporting each other. Doesn't make a difference you're black, white. Don't make a difference. We're all humans. Love each other. Don't judge people by their look. Understand what's in here first. We treat each other important.
All right, so that's the positive message of the day. Y'all need to God good, ain't he? Ain't God good? I forget what they be saying. God good, ain't it? That's what they be saying. They be saying, God good, ain't it? What fucking language are you speaking, sir? Ain't it? What you mean, ain't it? Ain't it what? All right, get y'all shit together, man. You know? Right? Love thy enemy. Okay, love on your enemy today, man. All right? Love on your enemy today, man. All right? Okay. This nigga going straight to hell.
Now, how could you be me?
Purple Pimpin' Willie.
When I'm me. It's purple. Now, how?
I know he was not just sitting on this bitch.
How could you be me? When I'm me. It's purple.
So yeah, her body is on the her body is on the kielbasa side of the game. Her body is on the kielbasa sausage side of the game, but the face is very doable. The face is very doable. We could get her a Planet Fitness membership, right? $7 a month, and we can get, you know what I mean? We could figure it out. I respect it. I'm sorry, God. I respect it. Purple Pimpin' Willie. This nigga said, when he said it's purple, I felt that. No diddy. He said neighbors peeking through the window like, what the fuck is he doing today? All right. A pimp named Slipback Cousin. Bro got off her like he rode her there. He said bro got off her like he rode her there. Hey man, I respect everything going on here, man. I respect everything going on here, bro. I respect a bitch that stay in her lane. I respect a, you know what I'm saying? I respect a nigga that's standing on his ism. I respect everything that's going on here, bro. This nigga said our ancestors are proud of you. Oh man. He said this how niggas act when they get a white chick. I'm dead, man. I'm dead. So yeah, that's what's going on in NPC news for the day. It's low key, and I say I am. You know who I am. All right. He says she probably smelled like that dude's ass. She got stains in her drawers. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out P. What's the P stand for? Like P Diddy Vision? P Vision? You might have to change your name, homie, because that's the climate that we living in today. P Vision gang. I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? Like that baby that's on the internet that y'all was making fun of. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to save you, you know. I'm just trying to save you some torture, man. I'm just trying to save you some ridicule, man. We supposed to look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Tonight, we're gonna be going live. Paradigm episode. This nigga said the baby has brunch with Satan every. That's insane. That nigga, that's the Antichrist. That's the Antichrist. That baby was he came out the pussy a full grown Luciferian. Ain't that some shit? Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. So yeah, we coming back tonight. Paradigm episode 16. Very special guests pulling up tonight to share their story. Definitely come back 9:15, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Come back through. You know, we're gonna have a real conversation, man. It's low key, and I say I am. You know who I am. Salute. Be safe. I love y'all. No Diddy.
How? Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking stupid? What I did, a nigga has never done. Ever! 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 Nobody has ever done what I've done. Ever!